Justin Tucker set to kick off.
These teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. But leading the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Uses the spin.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 33 and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score the Vikings 7, Gunners nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to Bunan.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. The 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jackson now down around his goal line. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Gunners, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He gets away from one. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 14, Gunners nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Austin McGinnis out for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 21, Gunners nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Gunners.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Justin
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reset. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
He doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
At the 8-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now they try the right side here. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
It's 2nd and 8. at their 40.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down, Houston.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Jackson. This is Hamler on a receiving end. Offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. And too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And those guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Here they come, second and 10 now from the 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Operating from the gun. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so they probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone.
Hard enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Gunners.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up there the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they try the right side here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Justin Tucker set to kick.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big one there for the Vikings. Given 55 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. Right down defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but not them just taking it. Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they'll get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. But what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This time Jackson will throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Miles. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late.
A 53-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, we'll get about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good job by Xavier McKinney. And the return will stop right around the 25. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone since the field judge has ruled incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and they're going to be safe in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Intercepted.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth